Okie dokie, we should be alive right now. We should be alive. In a game where I would be shocked if the Indiana Fever lost. I would be shocked. I'll be shocked, you know, but the better without Caitlin Clark crew has gotta have some win right here. Jesus, I think they're coming back on Seattle here. Or Seattle coming back on Atlanta here. Hope I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still not great. Again, having big stomach issues. Great work these last 2 weeks. Appreciate it. I have unfortunately, lost subscribers. I have lost nearly 100 subscribers in the last 2 weeks, so appreciate it. Unfortunately, that the sub number is tanking. How's my sleep schedule going? It's not going great. I'm having severe stomach issues at the minute. I probably have Crohn's, which kind of explains a lot of the kind of negative things that were going on. And Kongs has declared World War CC. You're not wrong. Like, that's not helping anybody. It's not helping Caitlin. Caitlin, there's no question about it. Caitlin's not pissed. But yeah, this game's going to be so clean because Caitlin Clark's not on the floor. It's going to be so clean. I wonder what's going to happen with Caitlin is not pissed. She literally goes out and is angry in an article being like, stop pushing narratives in my name. Just talk about basketball. Stop talking about the foul. And all they have done now is she's now a MAGA racist again. You've now got people being like, silence is compliance. I think she actually is racist. I think she actually is MAGA. Like, less than a week after, she literally is like, none of that is me. Everyone knows me. Please stop pushing narratives in my name. Of course she's pissed. Of course she's pissed at Congress. The Fever literally came out and said Caitlin Clark had no idea of this. They released a damn statement on behalf of her. Caitlin Clark is pissed. There's no question about that. Caitlin Clark go to LA to play for the second worst franchise in the league after the Sky. What are we talking about? Oh, my Fever jersey on, yes, the only one I currently have. Seattle are coming back here. Like, you do realize that if Caitlin Clark basically comes out and says, I don't want Congress to do this. This is ridiculous. The narrative is then just going to be, oh, the league made her say that. She doesn't actually think that. She's not a human to these people. On both sides, she's not a human. Like, on both extremes pushing Caitlin Clark narratives, she's not a human to them. Like, we can be very honest here. She is not a human to those people. It's not even threading the needle. Caitlin Clark has made it incredibly clear where she stands socially and politically. And it is it is extremely progressive. Like, people are like, with Caitlin Clark, Republicans buy sneakers too. She's literally out there effectively endorsing fucking Kamala last time. Olivia Miles, less assists, more assist to turnover ratio. Worse assist to turnover ratio and less assists. She just allowed to run pick and rolls. If you swapped Caitlin Clark for Olivia Miles, the links would be better. Yes, people want to take their misery out on somebody and they want to push narratives, and they've just used Caitlin Clark for that. And like, I mean this when I say this, like, fair fucks to her. Fair fucks to her, because 90% of players in her position would have retired already. 90% of the people in her position would have just retired. All right, so we're nothing to start the game here. Aaliyah did not set a screen right there. She set the screen for Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell gets it back to Ty Harris. And Ty Harris goes dribbling. Aaliyah ISOs Alyssa Thomas and bricks. Oh, God. It's been an awful game. It's been an awful game. What's happening in this game here? We're down bad. Who's doing well here? I only had 4. Okay. Big shot by Ty Harris to start the game. Big shot by Ty Harris. Big shot by the real point guard of this team, according to Stephanie White. Is that a yai? Value makes a layup. Good defense. Good defense, Indiana. And Kelsey Mitchell was missing open layup. Ty Harris bricks long. Yeah, he's very good. That's why I was trying to push for 2 years for the Fever to sign her. I have spent 2 years saying the Fever should have signed Vala Uyai. You can find videos on this channel from 2024. Have you been watching this game? Kelsey Mitchell missed an open layup and Phoenix turned the ball over 3 times. And then Kelsey goes, it's a big 3. Good shot, Kelsey. Fever will get Coulier. With what money? She's going to cost $1 million. Did Leah just get called for foul for standing there? I'm raging. Yeah. Fucking Leah's getting called for a phantom foul to start the game. Am I right in saying that it was on Leah? Yeah. Aaliyah just got called for a phantom foul. Great rebounding, lads. Great rebounding. She shook up a left-handed. That was mental. Lexi Hell just shot a left-handed fall-away three-pointer. No, Caitlin Zelby is there managing her minutes. Ty Harris, fucking hell. Ty Harris, 2 of 2 from 3. That's her job. Like, she is that low maintenance, will hit open shots point guard. That's what she is like. Like, she's your Mario Chalmers point guard. Not really a playmaker, a safe pair of hands. Let's go, Alyssa Thomas, fumbling the ball out of bounds. Lexi held what? Oh, Lexi held. Strategic injury or real benching? A strategic injury. She's just kind of injured. Okay. Okay, the Fever are getting Magnet Ball to start this game. The Fever are getting Magnet Ball. I can't lie, they are getting Magnet Ball right now. I'm comically cranky. It's 3:12 in the morning. It's 3:12 in the morning, lads. And it's hot. I need to turn on my fucking fan. It's hot. Adam Silver vetoing CC is the face of basketball. Wemby is the face of basketball. Even though they lost, it doesn't matter. Wemby is the face of basketball. There's no world in which Wemby is not the face of basketball. Use my AC. Where do you think I'm from? What country do you think I am from? If you're saying to use your AC. Where do you think I'm from? I need AC. We don't have AC here. Yeah. $4.12 in Spain, yeah. Herb World Country, I really don't care. Like, it's only lasted 2 years that it's gotten hot enough to need AC. You used to never need it. It didn't get hot here before global warming. If you try to play devil's advocate, I just said they got Magnet Ball, which is true. It costs $150 for a unit. What country do you think? When I don't need. There's no point arguing. It's 3:13 in the morning. Isn't it really humid here? Yep. And I live in Dublin. Most humid part. I mean, why do they just keep showing the Caitlin Clark stuff all over again? Oh, the Sophie Cunningham. Appreciate that. Thank you, Larry, for the $10. Thank you so much. Do we think we can get to 100 likes by the end of the first quarter? Do we think we can get to 100 likes? We need 46 likes. You'll be in Ireland next week, not excited for the heat wave. I mean, if you're just visiting Ireland, it's nice. It's kind of hot. $41 again. What country am I in? Jameson can cure all. I can't really drink. Oh, of course, the Dude, Fever just made another 3. What the fuck? Fan and open a window. I kind of can't open a window because it's 3:15 in the morning and there's other people living around me. Fair play, Ilya. Good shot. It's the Boston 3 party right here. Like, it is the Boston 3 party. Is it Yai just going to score every point for Phoenix? Again, there are literally videos. She would like kick the Ribena habit. I got my waddy here. I can't drink fizzy drinks anymore. So, yeah. I struggle getting enough water in with just water by itself. Hagen Fever getting assistant coach from either the Pacers or the Warriors. It's not about how the Fever can get an assistant coach. It's how they can get off Caitlin Clark, because they're not changing Stephanie White as a coach. They're not changing Stephanie White as a coach. It's simple as that. That is a crazy shot by Kelsey Mitchell. Fair play. That is an insane shot. Oh, shit. Akol McCanny's back healthy. Fuck. So we need to prepare for cranky videos until the heat wave passes. No, I'm not that cranky when it's not 3:17 in the morning. Good take by Kelsey Mitchell. Like, Kelsey Mitchell's just going. She's just going. She doesn't care. Thank you so much for $20 for doing this at 3 a.m. Thank you. It's 2 nights in a row at 3 a.m. 1 night at 3 a.m. is okay. The 2 nights in a row at 3 a.m. is fucking killer. Like, I think this is the first time, this is the first time we've had back-to-back 3 a.m. games. And you can tell with the heat just how greasy my hair is from the heat. So yeah, for a non-Caitlin game, yep. At least Brashawn said here, chucking bricks. Okay. Fever seems to be winging it. You need to correct my comments on Lexi unable to guard. Who the hell's RB? Ray Burrell. I mean, Lexi can't guard anybody, so it doesn't really matter. Lexi can't guard anyone. Good shot, Kelsey. Good shot. Kelsey is cooking here. Wow, that's a tough shot there by Kat Copper. That's her first bucket. Look at how fluid it looks. What are you talking about? It's literally, we are going to pass the ball around until Kelsey Mitchell gets it. That is the Fever's offense. We are going to pass the ball around until we can find Kelsey Mitchell open, and then when Kelsey Mitchell gets the ball, she goes. That is the Indiana Fever's offense, just letting you know. They're doing all this movement to get Kelsey Mitchell open, and nobody shoots the ball unless Kelsey Mitchell touches it first. Like, that is the Indiana Fever's offense right now. And it fucking is working. It's working. Kelsey Mitchell is in her 0-1 Iverson era. Like, she's out here playing like 0-1 Iverson. Build the 76ers. Build around Kelsey Mitchell. She's playing like 0-1 Iverson right now. Like, just fucking... You don't need Steve Nash with 0-1 Iverson. Go send Steve Nash to the equivalent of the Phoenix Suns. Get rid of Steve Nash. Build around... You have 0-1 Iverson. Nine points in 6 minutes. Can Steph White just once give one to Caitlin? To be fair, Caitlin is not her star, so it is what it is. Like, she is basically... Kayla Stewart is basically 0-1 Iverson right now. Like... Sophie looks like she hates Stephanie White. I don't think... I would assume Sophie doesn't particularly like Stephanie White. I don't think she hates her. As a coach. No. Lexi can't guard anybody. Maybe she only guarded Ray Brown for a few possessions yesterday. Lexi can't guard anyone. I'm accusing Lexi Hull of not being able to guard anyone. Not being able to guard Ray Brown. Not being able to guard anyone. You saw Lexi shut down Stewie before. What are you talking about? Lexi has never guarded Breanna Stewart before. Why is Stephanie White not building around Caitlin? She wants to build around Kelsey Mitchell. Coaches are allowed to do whatever they want. We don't have to, like... And what she's doing, if they win tonight, they're 4-0 without Caitlin. What she's doing clearly seems to be working. So why is Caitlin above criticism? Caitlin is not above criticism. Caitlin is not that she's apolitical. Caitlin has never made a political statement other than endorsing Kamala Harris, but apparently she's MAGA. That's the close. Liking a Taylor Swift post about endorsing Kamala Harris is the closest thing Caitlin has ever said or done to anything political. Oh my God. Sophie, good take. Oh, wow. Okay. Shit. Good ball movement. Putting Aaliyah in the three-point contest would be funny. Again, the Fever were up 10 points yesterday. So they're up by this score, basically. It's 25-15, so it's not over yet. Oh my God. Fair play, Elliot. Fair play. This guy's just annoying me at this stage. I actually don't care. Well, that wasn't ideal, Bailey. Much better than 6 points first quarter, yeah. Much better than 6 points. Like, the Fever don't suddenly get better at defense. They just play slower. They just have magnet ball right now. Oh. It'll be a great mutual separation. Oh shit, Sammy Whitcomb's playing. Since when does Sammy Whitcomb back from injury? What trade would I like to see? Alicia Flores, Lauren Betts, and 2 firsts. Washington's 2028 first, and you're probably not getting this year's. And then I think they gotta have another first round pick somewhere. And maybe you go and take Dugalich or Cody McMahon. You eat the Lexi contract too. Yeah, if you eat the Lexi contract, then that's Sonia, CC, Lexi, Kiki, and Shakira Austin. Like, that's a really good lineup, plus a top 3 pick. My game just shut down. I don't know what happened there. My game just shut down there on League Pass. Alyssa Thomas. If Alyssa Thomas was playing competently, this would be a different game. Most teams don't win the circus surrounding Caitlin Clark. Yeah, most teams want to win a title. There's no point guard coming out of college for years. If you're Washington, there's no point. You need a point guard, and there's no good point guard coming out for years. Unless you want to get one from overseas, or you believe in Flores, or okay, good take, Kelsey. Is Kelsey gonna have 11 in the first quarter if she makes these free throws? Fucking hell. Hidalgo's not a point guard. I don't even understand. You're allowed to criticize Clark, but when it gets ridiculous, it gets ridiculous. Like, saying, I don't know, I have Caitlin Clark as whatever, the 8th best guard in the league. Okay, that sounds crazy. But saying there's no argument for her to be top 4, and I'm like, that's idiotic. Her season averages this year is something that has never been done for a month by any other player in history. Oh, Kelsey, no! Kelsey, no! Aubrey got from Vanderbilt. Yeah, she's like 5'6". She's not going to be good when she goes pro. Yeah, Hannah Hidalgo and Caitlin wouldn't work. If you're Washington, you get one of those top picks. Ideally, you get Juju. Do I want to see the Fever win without her? Yeah, I want to see the Fever win. Like, I'm not going to cheer against the Fever. And of course, everything went perfect. Yeah, they still can't play defense, so. But yeah. Good-ish first quarter, I guess. Good-ish first quarter. I'm just not arsed. It's you like I'm just not arsed with this. 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm not arsed. I'm actually just not arsed. But yeah, this is a decent first quarter, I guess. No, Caitlin's not going to Minnesota. Jesus. Like, Caitlin's value has probably halved since the start of the season. It's probably halved. Like, prior to the season starting, you probably could have got Paige Bueckers and the number 1 pick. If you wanted to trade her before the draft, you probably could have got Paige and 1 overall pick. You couldn't even get easy for her right now. Like, if you contacted Dallas and said, we'll give you Caitlin if you give us AZ, they'd say no. They'd say no. Like, if you went to Washington and asked for either of Kiki or Sonia, they'd say no. If you went to Seattle and asked for Dom or Awa, they would say no. If you went to, like, I'm just trying to think of like what her value is. Her value is like Flores, Betts, and 2 firsts. Because Lauren Betts is not going to be great. Flores is going to be a solid backup point guard long term for them. And 2 firsts. You get Washington's first next year, which will be somewhere in the middle. You can't do these trades. No, if you go to Seattle, you're getting like Flau'jae and a first. Like that's what you're getting from Seattle. Like you get Flau'jae and a first. Trying to where you get CC with Awa, Dom, Flau'jae. Yeah, you're not keeping Flau'jae if you're getting Caitlin. You're not going to be able to get Flau'jae in that scenario. A different coach could figure out schemes. Yeah, but they're not firing Stephanie White. Like, you're acting like Stephanie White is going to be fired. She's not. There are no 2 people in that organization that have more job security than Stephanie White and Leah Boston. Like, she's a work on effort on defense. I mean, her defense has been completely fine most of this year. Even the underlying stats will tell you her defense has been fine. The team's defense has been better with her on the floor than off the floor. It's literally, as far as defense is concerned, she's not the worst defender on this team. Caitlin's value is greater than the entire WNBA times many. Is that why her team is this close to being 4th in attendance? Like, TV money doesn't go to the Fever. Like, Sky Different, they just lost to the Sparks yesterday with her. Don't let Marta Suarez hit a sky hook on you, Aaliyah. That's a sky hook. Why is Raven shooting so many threes? The owner hates Caitlin. A minority owner hates Caitlin Clark. Sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure Caitlin's coach herself thinks she stinks. That is the most struggle basket ever. Good job, Raven. Why are we letting Marta Suarez look like a good basketball player? At least so if you got to the line. Get the Leeds jersey. I need to bring a Leeds jersey out there. Sorry, yes. Houston's a very much possibility. Sanaya Rivers on whatever their top pick is. If they're gonna get they're probably gonna get pick 1 or 2. So Sanaya Rivers plus 1 or 2. Fever will lose. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the Tempo don't have anything close. Tempo don't have nearly the trade back to trade him. Wow, if Sammy Wickham hit that, I would have been like, oh shit. Oh, wow. That is a tough shot by Aaliyah. Pretty sure Aaliyah shot like 16% for a career up until this season. Oh, Sophie bricks it. The Fever looked okay. Are looking okay here. Fucking hell. Valuayai. Oh my god. What does she have? 11 points? 9. Ooh. Oh shit. Lexi's starting to hit. Good shot, Lexi. Good shot. Fevers can't miss. They have gone into severe magnet ball here. If they could just stop Marta Suarez, they'd be destroying them here. Wow, they're giving up a layup to Suarez. Okay, Lexi, with the post fade? Okay. Okay, Lexi. Maybe your contract isn't the worst in the league. Can they catch a rebound, please? Does this team have any ability to catch a rebound? Oh my god. Suddenly they can shoot. Yeah, you're not wrong. They're even surviving. Mitchell. Is Aaliyah going to play 40 minutes today? Lexi out here with post fades? What is going on? Fair play. Has Passoff played? No. They played 9 players. You might Kirsten Bell 4 minutes. Dan's okay. Chaos have been. Probably FHA. Probably Maisha. Yeah. But where did Mo and MHA go? They haven't really played much today, have they? Yeah, Mo's gonna be 5 minutes here. MHA's played 4, so they're finally playing Sophie at power forward when Caitlin's not on the floor. AB is supposed to be here. Yeah, she's gonna play every minute of the game, it seems. She's played every minute of the game. All-Star reserves, no, because there was no controversial ones. I think they probably picked the exact ones I would have picked. So. Yes, Aaliyah's obviously not doing back-to-backs. And they've got 3 of them this year. One of them, this is the second of the 3, isn't it? They had one earlier in the year, I think. Fever can do straight up for Carla. You know what? Maybe. I don't think you need to give a first. You need to give 1 to 2 firsts in that, but Carla and 2 firsts, maybe. How can we afford to give AB a game off? Yeah, Aaliyah getting a game off never works out well. You're gonna have Billings has to be attached to something. Did Lexi just shoot that? Okay. Go get your heat check, I guess. Okay, AT drives in. That's an open layup. That's not great defense, layup. I mean, the Lynx are what? Are they 2 or 3? Oh, no, they won yesterday, so I think they're 2, aren't they still? What is that by Aaliyah? What was that? Okay. Fee is on a team and is a factor when she returns. We don't know. Fee looks like she can't move. Like, I've seen videos of her working out. She looks like she can't move. Are the Fever in a zone right now or man? Fever blowing a 12-point lead here isn't great. Is that a 3? Are we sure it's only a 2? Oh, wow. Good job, Harris. Okay, good finish, Mo. Good finish. Boston is not old. Aaliyah Boston's 24. Who said she was old? Born in December 01. She's younger than Paige. Is she younger than Marta Suarez, who's a rookie? She's like 8 months younger than George Amore. How little D they put on Ty Harris? Well, yeah, Ty Harris is not a focus of the defense. Why is Mo Billings chucking threes? What exactly was Monique Kamakani trying there? Hate that noise that the Phoenix Mercury play after every score. It really annoys me when I'm listening to their games. Okay, good take it, Raven. Of course, Copper's gonna fucking start hitting threes against Fever. She hasn't been hitting them all year. Good take, Kelsey. Jesus. Good take. Jesus Christ. Thank God the Fever are scoring here because they're not playing any defense at all. Why are you watching Raven Johnson dribble the air out of the ball? I don't know what Leah was trying to do there. Fuck me. I'm gonna get back in defense. I mean, DeWanna Bonner's bricked an open layup. She has bricked an open layup. Copper is cooking. Oh, can some of you guys not hear? Oh yeah, if you can't hear, refresh, because I disconnected for a second. If you can't hear, refresh. So Copper is 12, Ayayi is 10, Akoma Makani is 11. What the fuck? What are we watching right now? What are we watching? Are any of you guys watching this game on League Pass? Are any of you watching this game on League Pass? What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. Lost track of how many times Boston missed the money. Yeah, she missed a couple today. She has missed a couple today. The game is not on League Pass. Well, maybe it's out. Well, to be fair, it probably is because I'm in Ireland, but because I'm in Ireland, it probably is. It's only that. Yeah. If Caitlin doesn't play, Dantis doesn't play. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Wow. Sophie breaks a 3, and that is Raven Johnson just Raven Johnson just sold that like the Rock sold a stunner. How is that a foul on Raven? Fever gonna give 100 points to the Mercury again. What is going on? 14-4 run. Oh, this is deja vu. Leads are falling apart again and all that shit. That could have been a foul. Hey, what does Kelsey do here? Oh. That was horrendous. This half has been horrendous. Yeah. Mercury gonna miss some threes second half. That was not a boring first half. That was like you can't call that game boring. Like that was a good basketball half. We're making a Colin McCann looking the best player in the world. Yeah. The meltdown / crash out. Not at halftime. I'm not crashing out at halftime. Every moment we're losing by 6. Yeah, 12-point lead to down 6. 26-14. So a 39-21 run. I mean, Indiana have only turned it over 4 times. They've only turned it over 4 times, therefore they're better. They're down 6 points to a bad team. Like, the Mercury lost to the Sky. I repeat, the Mercury lost to the Sky. The Chicago Sky. Who did they bank to lose, Caitlin? Caitlin was sitting out at a back-to-back. Am I a McGregor fan? Am I going to watch the return? Yeah, and I hope he gets the shit kicked out of him. Like, I hope he gets the shit kicked out of him. And I got to be very clear. Like, I'm not... Let's just say there's a reason why Irish people hate him. And there's a reason why Irish people hated the guy for nearly a decade. We know there's a lot more, like everyone, Ireland's small, there's 4 million people in Ireland, and everyone is 2 degrees of separation away from everyone. Like, and let's just say there is a lot of stuff that's not public about McGregor. I'm not going to say it's worse than the public stuff after, Jesus, what he's just after being found guilty of. But like... the stuff that's not public is as bad, if not worse, with him. Does Ireland hate Conor or Bono more? No one really hates Bono that much. Like, what does Bono do? Bono's harmless. Bono's harmless. Everyone's 2 degrees of separation from everyone in Ireland. Like, what are we... Like, you know someone who knows somebody. You're max 3 degrees of separation from every person on the island. Conor lost a lot of people. He started cheating on his missus. Conor's been cheating. McGregor's been allegedly cheating on her for the last decade, and it's not like there are allegedly videos of him with hookers even like from a decade ago. Hey, Bono for the Forest album. Caitlin Clark's not going to Dallas. No. Like, if the Fever offered Caitlin Clark straight up for AZ Foot, Dallas would say no. They would. They would say if she was offered straight up for AZ Foot. Like, the only way would be if the Fever are willing to accept, I don't know, Dallas's 27 pick, Ace's 27 pick, or even Ace's 27 pick, Dallas's 28 pick, and Zaza James. Like, and then that's what you probably get for the Fever wouldn't do that, but if they're willing to, maybe then. Lexi, Sophie, and CC package. Yeah, you're just not getting the 3 of them together. Why would anyone trade for Sophie Cunningham? Like, Sophie Cunningham is like a really unique salary, and there's no contending team that's not at the salary cap. So you would basically because they're so close to the cap, you would pretty much have to try to trade multiple players and try to find a way for it to work. It's nearly impossible to trade Sophie because she's such a weirdly unique contract of like $685K. It's nearly impossible to match that salary. Dallas couldn't afford Caitlin. Yeah, Dallas also couldn't afford Caitlin's epic. And they need those assets and first round picks to get off Alana Smith and Enrique. Caitlin's contract is so low for salary in this current season. Yes, it is, but she's epic eligible. She's epic eligible. Yeah. No. Sophie's walking. Sophie's gone next year. It's literally just is... Jeez, what am I saying? Are they going to pick Caitlin, or are they going to pick Kelsey coming into next year? Lana Smith's still been bad for a max contract. No, Caitlin literally is a rhythm player. Anyone who watches Caitlin Clark knows that Caitlin goes on cold spells and hot spells. But if you leave her in the game, she's eventually going to get hot. Like, Caitlin is a streaky player. But, like, again, her streaks, when she's hitting, she becomes the most unstoppable player in the league. And then she can impact games in other ways, so she's a bit more of a... She offers more than, say, like, an offensively than a Ryan or an Enrique, as far as streaky players is concerned. Yeah, no. Sophie can get more money elsewhere than going to Indy. Aaliyah played 19 minutes. Yeah, she's just not playing back-to-backs, I guess. Tan should be the head coach. Or Skyler. What do you mean Skyler? Probably Skyler. For my mic's not off. Refresh. Oh, sorry, Skyler of Clayton. Yeah, the salaries don't match. Skyler's a rich version of Kennedy. Yeah, Skyler's been bad this year. If you watch the Sky, she's been bad. She's locked into a contract till 2030. I don't think people understand that, like, she is. But if they want to keep Kelsey Mitchell, then therefore, if they want to keep Kelsey Mitchell, then they have to find a way to get rid of other players, and then also keep Caitlin on a rookie deal. If they keep Caitlin on a rookie deal, she becomes a restricted free agent, which means someone can supermax her, which means you can't keep her anyway. So, like, Caitlin won't be there until 2030. She won't be there until 2030. Who would I like? What team we best suit? The Golden State Valkyries. The Valkyries need Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark's deficiencies can be hidden with the Valks, and the Valks need someone like a Caitlin Clark. The team controls you for 6 years. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way things go. It was more than 6 years of the old core rule. 7 years of the old core rule. But, like, proximity to Iowa is where the Sky makes sense. Like, I'm going to be very clear. If Caitlin Clark is making her career decisions based on how close she is to Iowa, then we should just say it right now that Caitlin's not serious about winning at the pro level. Like, it's not college where, you know, you're staying at home and you want to stay on a team and stick with it. Like, as a pro, you can't just like stay where you're from. I mean, it doesn't really matter what organization. If Caitlin Clark could go play in LA, and if Stephanie White follows her, you want Caitlin Clark as far away from her as possible. The problem is the organization, not where she's based. Yeah, I don't think the Golden State Valkyries give a shit. I think the Golden State Valkyries just care about winning. They're an NBA franchise. They're a serious organization. There's a lot of teams that are unserious. The Golden State Valkyries are a serious organization. The Golden State Valkyries could not give a shit about media narratives. Caitlyn is very clearly the perfect player. They would take her. Ryan can defend so when she's hot, she's unstoppable. Yeah, she gets hot like 3 times a year. Caitlyn's financial leverage over the whole league, not in 2026. Kelsey Mitchell can't carry the Fever. She's an abysmal record before Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, the Fever also undefeated this year, so Caitlyn's not going overseas. I agree, she's not going overseas. There's a reason the Vox audience boo her the loudest. They don't want her fan base. No, they're just real fans. They boo her because she's the biggest player on the other teams. They're real fans. They boo everybody. Her financial value off the court is significantly less than people think. Like, her financial value off the court is like 10 million a year. 10 million a year, if even. In 2026. Like, her stadium is... Like, the Indiana Fever are this close to probably losing money on gate revenue with Caitlyn Clark there. Did Passat play in the first half? They're probably borderline losing money on gate rev. Jersey sales are team revenue. They're not... Or jersey sales are league revenue, not team revenue. So, what do I do there? Jersey sales don't matter at the end of the day. My guess is I would say real value if you're Golden State is Jacite, Kayla Thornton for Caitlyn. I think you can make the trade. Jacite, Kayla Thornton for Caitlyn, Lexi, and Golden State give 2 firsts. So the Fever get Kayla Thornton for this year. They get Jacite as their like long-term young piece. Fever win. Phoenix is not good. I mean, I would hope so. I look woozy. No, it's 4:10 in the morning. I'm fine. I'm just gonna go sleep for the next 10. Like, this game's gonna end at like 6. I'm gonna be going to bed at like 6 a.m. I'm just gonna sleep till like 3 p.m. My friend's getting married tomorrow, so I've got that. Like, he's legally getting married. He's having a destination wedding, but you have to legally get married in Ireland beforehand. So he's signing the papers and we're going out for drinks. Yeah, Caitlyn cannot just say, I want to go to Toronto. They can't trade for her. They don't have the assets. We all know the Deladon situation. Are the Fever playing a zone, are they? No. The Fever are playing a zone. Why are the Fever coming out in a zone? Why are they coming out in a zone? Oh God. Oh God. The Fever in his zone right now. I mean, the Fever, Dewana Bonner literally was like, I'm not accepting. Dewana Bonner was refusing trades. She's kept refusing trades. The Fever had a bunch of trades open for Dewana Bonner and they just refused them all. So like, they couldn't even get any assets for a former All-Star. Are both teams playing zone here? No. Are they playing pack line? Are the Mercury playing pack line here? Are they forcing middle? This zone, the Indiana Fever, this matchup zone, the Indiana Fever is not going to end well. Yeah, Seattle would have to give Flaw J, absolutely. No, they're not. They're just playing straight up, I guess. Lexi's hooping at the minute. Lexi is hooping. Why did Taurasi just wrap up McCanny right there? Okay, Yai on Lexi. How's that found Lexi? Yeah, it looked like she's got rammed over. It looked like she's got rammed over there by AT. How is it? I know, it's probably not a foul on Thomas. Yeah, I'm going to be real. I don't think Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas. Say not. Okay, if I stop. Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu could ever play together. That just wouldn't work. They trade Sabrina for Clark. Yeah, salary wise, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Was there a challenge called here? What? Did she connect? I don't see. I think Alyssa Thomas just made a layup. I think she just took a layup. It's the elbow she had to avoid. The Fever in the bonus. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have 4 fouls in the first 2 minutes. Like, KK's in the game. Why is KK in the game? Why is KK in the game? Wait, did she sub on? Did she make a triple sub? She subbed on 3 bench players after 2 minutes. What? Raven, so she made a triple sub 2 minutes into the quarter. What? All right. Can somebody score? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is bad. This is really bad. They've called 2 timeouts. It's 3 minutes into the quarter. Oh my god. I'm not going to be excited about the Fever losing. Playoff seeding's not looking too hot. I mean, I thought they were going to be 10-10 after 20. They were 12-8. Oh my god. There's a big gap between 8 and 9. Like the Fever are almost as close to the Lynx as they are to being out of the playoffs. Like the Fever are gonna be 7th, comfortably in the 7th seed. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Losing both in his back-to-back is not going to be good. At least they get aces on a second of a back-to-back, I guess. But yeah. And is Kelsey taking a shot in the second half? Fever worse than the Mystics. Record-wise, no. But like the Mercury go... Fuck it, the Mercury go 9 of 14. Like, if they go and beat the Aces and the Fever lose to the Aces. The Fever go 10-14. Like, they're not out of it. I'm not a gambling man. That's my answer. Fever are currently worse than Mercury. Yeah, but Mercury are playing well. Caitlin's streak ended last night, of course. Shout out Kelsey. I have 100 again. Yep. Yeah. Dantas should come on. We need sub on Dantas. You know, her for the culture of Dantas will help us win this game. Scorekeeper to give Caitlin a turnover. I wouldn't be surprised. Grace Berger got like 3 last year on the bench. Oh, okay. I thought Aaliyah might have failed the IE there. Let's go. Hey, good job, Kelsey. Copper and Mitchell collided. Kelsey has just been very quiet since the first quarter. She's only scored 4 points since the first quarter. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. No, Raven is not. Like, Raven needs to just be Marcus Smart. Like, stop pretending she's a point guard. She's not a point guard. Get her playing off the ball. Have her shoot a little bit. Be a defender. Be like a glue guy. But, like, she's not a point guard. Raven's definitely worth that first round. I mean, I don't think she's a bad player. I don't think she's bad. Shot by Aaliyah. Okay. Okay, Sophie. Suddenly it's the ball game again. Good job, Sophie. It's a ball game out of nowhere. Stephanie White said she was naturally leading point guard. I mean, she's the furthest thing from point guard. She is the furthest thing from point guard. Like, Like, Raven will be a good player. She's a positive presence. Like, I like Raven. I think the effort's there. There's a lot of good things from Raven, but I'm like, I don't know. Thank you so much for the $20, Laurel. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What the fuck? Aaliyah gets a layup? Okay, Kelsey. Okay, Kelsey. Good take. Tie game. 10-0 run for the Fever. That's what you want to see. Good defense, Raven. Aaliyah is money. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aaliyah is so money. Not much you can do there. KK, unlucky. You know, Horse. Probably Dandis. She's a professional basketball player. I can't really shoot. I haven't really been able to shoot since I snapped my Achilles. My balance has been all over the place. Unlucky, Kelsey. It's a good shot, though. Okay, I thought Raven was out of bounds there. Oh, that felt harsh. That felt harsh. Juju in LA. Like, I don't think why would you want Juju to go to an incompetent franchise? Paige, Angel, and Caitlin all went to incompetent franchise. Why do you want Juju to go to one too? KK plays defense like, you know when you play 2K sometimes in my career and you're a kid playing 2K in my career and just spamming the triangle button on the center. That's how KK O'Kimpson plays defense. He just spams 3? 3 for Raven? What? Yeah, I don't know why KK's in the game right now. Ball don't lie, I guess. Bad miss. That's a 3. That's a 3 for Raven. That's a 3. It's clearly a 3. 3. That's a 3. Why is KK in the game? Like they've got four guards in IT. Wait, is that the ballroom dancer, ref? Is that the ballroom dancer? Like, why exactly is Raven guarding AT off that? They switched way too easily there. Okay, Kelsey, good shot. It's about time. It's about time. Okay, let's go. Kelsey to the basket. That's a good take. That's a real good take. How many points does Kelsey have at this stage? 24. In the third quarter. She's also getting cooked. But it's still worth it. At least they're not going to give up 100. Is that Kelsey in the line? No. Oh, fuck. Everyone wants sides back. No, if anyone wants Christy sides back, you don't get it. Christy sides could not coach the sport of basketball. Shot looks like mix. Hey, I could shoot a little bit in my day. I could shoot a little bit in my day. I could shoot a little bit in my day. Like... I wasn't half bad in my day. I did a 3-point contest where I made 17 of 25 threes. Not good, but not bad. Not bad. I mean, as a guy who at one stage in my life was like playing, quote, technically playing pro ball as a one-dimensional shooter, I probably should be able to shoot. Going 70 to 25 and threes wasn't great at that time. Had to wake me up, yeah. I can't lie. I think I have the video if I miss. Is there a video here? This is... my jumper's not that fucked. My jumper is not that fucked. It was not that fucked. Was not that fucked. Back in the day, I could shoot. This is like years after I'd kind of stopped playing. It's like years after I'd kind of stopped playing. Playing properly. Ah. Years after I'd stopped playing. It's just a random park in LA. Do I still coach? No, I didn't apply for any jobs this year. Basically, I wasn't going to stay on as an assistant coach, and I didn't. I just wanted to take a year off. The pay isn't good enough. The pay genuinely isn't good enough. For me to just waste a year of my life. I think I could kind of shoot a bit in my day. I could very much shoot a bit in my day. This is like 6 months after I'd stopped playing. I could kind of shoot a bit better in my day. Shoot a bit in my day. Shoot a bit in my day. The only thing I did, which is a pity, it was the only thing I did. Oh, Jesus Christ, Raven. What was that? What was that, Raven? A lot of shot clock violations. So as an actual athlete. There's my national team jerseys. Both of them are here. Both of my national team jerseys are here. I have 5 national track and field medals as well. I played fairly high level tennis growing up as well. No. There is mid to low level pro, and then there is low level, being an amateur dude on a low level pro team. Being an unpaid local player on a low level pro team. That's what I was. I was a local amateur on a low level pro team. Because teams could not afford to field a full team of pro players. That's what I was. So I played and practiced with pros my entire life. My entire adult life. But I never got paid. I've never been paid. Paid to play ball. Why are we letting Marta Suarez cook us? Why are we letting Marta Suarez cook us? What are we watching? Why not go small ball? Why not go small ball? What did I do for money when I was playing? YouTube. YouTube's been my job. As you can see, 2 play buttons here. It's been my job since I was 19. It's why I dropped out. Well, not dropped out of college. It's why I had a 30-year college and then made a bunch of money there. Finished my college degree. Got a master's. But YouTube's been my job since I was 19. Oh, yeah, Leah. Good block. It's a pro in 2K. I wasn't far off it. Like, I had a lot of... In 2K20, in 2020, I had a lot of talks with, like, 2K League teams being like, look, they basically were like, get to a certain level of good and we'll draft you as a 6-man. And they got rid of the 6 men. So then they were like, yeah, you're not good enough to make actual 5. Teams are just like, yeah, you know what, it'll be good to have you as a 6-man, just have you there. And it's like, yeah, you're not good enough, so we're not taking you. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. I was a lot closer to being a pro 2K player than people think, and people realize. I had like a 40 bomb playing for my national team in 2K. I had more points playing for Ireland in 2K than I did playing for Ireland in actual basketball, which is, yeah. KK Timpson, why is KK playing so many minutes? Well, mobility's been poor as well here. Like Marta Suarez. The Fever it's always just one random role player. Has Pasok gotten on yet? No. Age is 26. Finished top 10 with 250 quals. I'd never finished top 10, but I was top 4 qualifying with like half an hour to go a couple of times. Who called who a crybaby? What? Dallas played 20 minutes last game. Yeah. Dallas and Van Sluten together as well is hilarious. You need Dantas in a plane to Brazil. I mean, maybe if we play in Brazil, Dantas will be good. Thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. Enjoy your taking these games. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's a bit of a mad Elwin. Bit of a mad Elwin here. 7 minutes to go. Like, this is a close game. Demir Standis might be a human. Am I 6'3"? I wish I'm like 6'1". I stopped growing when I was 13. It was not fun. I thought I was going to be like 6'6". I thought I was going to be like 6'6", and I think I tore my MCL when I was 14. And they literally were like, your growth plates are closed. And I got an X-ray and they're like, your growth plates are closed. And I'm like, I was 14 2 weeks ago. And they're like, yeah, you're done growing. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You be fucking kidding me. I was like, I play power forward. Jesus Christ. What's the expected score here? Fever up 7. Yeah, makes sense. So Fever 3, Brick. Jesus, Sophie. No, 14 teams would take her. 14 teams don't have a trade package to give her. Well, if she was a free agent, 14 teams would want her. Oh, no. How the fuck do you go on a 13-0 run and then get yourself a 6-point lead and then suddenly you're down 8 points? According to my application for going to prep school, I was 6'3". I just did not want to pay. I think it was the prep school that I had to. It was like they wanted me to pay like $8,000. Down from 50, but they still wanted me to pay 8. And I'm like, I'm not paying $8,000 to maybe go D3. Probably go D3, but I'm not paying $8,000 to go D3. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Do you reckon the Fever get to 80 points? Jeez, Sammy Wick. Why is KK Timpson in the game? You know you're allowed to play Lexi and Sophie at the same time. Oh my god. Fever are giving what? A 13-0 run? 14-0 run. 14-0 run. Fucking hell. So the Fever haven't scored in 6 minutes. Like, okay, so if it's about time. Okay, KK. Okay, KK. Okay. Let's see here. Aaliyah's got Marta Suarez, is she? And Kelsey gets a 3. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. That KK block is crazy. I agree. Oh my god, KK. If they win this game, fair play to them. Like, that is insane by KK. Gasolina, dame más gasolina. And I'll never question KK's effort. Yeah. Block a season, maybe. Like, she came across late and pinned her off the board. Like, that's not easy to do. KK bashing. I mean, KK... I don't think KK is ever going to put it together, but there's always been flashes with KK. And she's one of the most athletic players in the league. Like, I can't see them beating the Aces with AJ either on Sunday. So, like, if they come out 12 and 11, could I ever do that in my prime? I won a Dublin championship doing that to somebody in my prime. I did that to someone. I won the under 18. My team won the under 18s Dublin Cup doing that. Paying one of my now good mates off the board. We played against like the kind of local team. And that team, the following year, that club basically disbanded, and all those guys came to us. And I'm like, it was like one of my like really, really good friends passed the ball to another one of my really good friends, and I pinned them off the board. And your man who passed the ball still says to me this day, and he's like, I wish I never passed. My biggest regret in basketball is passing that ball. And I'm like, yeah, I was not going to block you. I was not going to block you there. Handles like the professor. No, I have handles like your mathematics professor who's never played basketball before. I might have the worst handles known to man. That's why I never really made it in ball. Like, I handle the ball like a center, and I'm 6'1". If I was a Fever coach, if I had to coach this Fever team, I'd be fucked. I don't think it's possible to make this Fever team a good team. I'd probably go small and start Sophie at 4. Or you start small. I have Bryce. Yes, Bryce James handles is a good comparison to make. Yes. I have better handles than Angel Reese. I'm not going to take the quadruple dribble. Okay. Oh, Kelsey with the steal. Okay, meep. Okay. I don't know if that's a foul. The worst part is that if they challenge and they win, it's a disaster because they literally won the tip-in. Like, KK tipped it in for the... Okay, it's not going to be overturned. That's 0% chance that's overturned. 0% chance that's overturned. Bronny has better handles than Angel. Yeah, duh. Yeah, no, you're not going to... I don't think it's a foul, but you're not going to overturn it. Yeah, you're not going to overturn that. It's not a foul, though. Yeah, they're not going to overturn that. Yeah, I don't think they overturned that. Yeah, Caitlin played the 7th most minutes yesterday. Billings totally benched. Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like she was bad today. I have like 10 minutes of delay. What? Maybe 15 seconds of delay. It is 4:58 in the morning, if you're wondering why I'm not too excited here. Tis 4:58 in the morning. Do you reckon we get the 200 likes, lads? Do you reckon we get the 200 likes? Second best player for ages in the league. Did I have her at number 2? That does say successful challenge. Fuck. So it's a jump ball. So KK's tipping doesn't count. Oh, wow. Okay, Fever have the ball anyway. I thought they were going to give a jump ball. Karma. All right, I'm not scoreboard watching here for the rest of the game, so I'm going to be late to my reactions here. Oh, shit. Ty Harris for 3. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, I think we might go full screen here. Might go full screen. And 1 second. Add window capture. Wait, they hit a 3? Shit. Shit. Alt. There we go. For the rest of the way. Who is the 3? Okay. Who hits the 3 here? Dewana Bonner? Oh, of course it's Dewana. Okay, Kelsey Mitchell gets it to Ty Harris to KK for 3. KK nearly loses it. AB goes and ties it up. Okay, Monica Cole-McCanny gets it to Alyssa Thomas. Copper makes a layup. Shit. Copper makes a layup. Okay, come on. Good shot, Kelsey. Big boards. Take the jump. You can win. You can beat Alyssa in a jump ball. You can beat AT in a jump ball. You can beat AT in a jump here. AT just pushed Sophie. Nothing. Did she? Okay, come on, Indy. You're good. 156 to go. You're good. You're good. Okay, come on. Kelsey Mitchell. Comes off the screen, pulls up from mid, short. Good job, KK. Oh, Kelsey. Oh, you've got a lane. Go, meep. That's a foul, surely. Jeez, Kelsey going like 0 for 4 to end the game isn't ideal. Oh. She blew the layup. Let's go. 4 and 3. Let's go. Ty Harris ties it up. Okay, shit. Fair fucks, Ty. Oh, that's a steal. 3-on-1. KK's there. Release the Kraken. That's a really good foul by Alyssa Thomas. That's a really good foul by AT. That's a really good foul by Alyssa Thomas. Ty Harris, that's tough. That's tough, Ty. Okay, come on. Why is that not a shooting foul? Why is that not a shooting foul? She's clearly shooting. Why is KK standing on the 3-point line? Ty Harris, what the actual fuck? Oh my god, Ty Harris. Ty Harris legacy game. Oh my god. Ty Harris legacy game. Oh my god. She's going to be victory lapping on Twitter. You know it. You know it. She's going to victory lap on Twitter. She's going to be victory lapping here on Twitter. All right. She's going to be victory lapping on Twitter. You better believe that. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell's been pretty grim down the stretch. I will admit that. All right, coming back in the game. Let's go. Let's see what Ty Harris is going to do here. Are they going to get a stop? And is Ty Harris going to score again? Offensive foul. There's no way it's an on one. There's no way they just called that. There's no way they just called that. These refs are fucking Indiana here. These refs are fucking Indiana. Oh my god, she just... oh no, that's terrible call. That is a terrible call. She just elbowed Kelsey. She just elbowed Kelsey. Ball lies, apparently. That's a terrible call. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's awful. Did the Fever have a challenge? Like, you're getting this one stolen from them. It's being stolen from them. Like, they are getting this game stolen. No challenge. Yeah, that was a weird one. She could have challenged, couldn't she have? Instead of calling timeout afterwards. Okay, let's go. Come on. Indy's winning this one. Indy's winning this game. Okay, Kelsey Mitchell into Aaliyah Boston. Oh, shit, Aaliyah. Good shot. Good shot. Great shot, Aaliyah. Okay, Phoenix call a reset here. Let's go. It's a good shot. Like, that's not easy. That's not an easy shot to make. That's a tough post fade. That's a really tough post fade. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Oh, no, Jesus Christ. No, I'm going to copyright stroke there. Oh, that's unlucky. Kelsey Mitchell has been cooked, by the way. Like, why does Steph only sub off? Defensive reasons and not Kelsey, who's being targeted every possession here. Okay, come on. Indy are winning this one. Indy are winning this one here. They're winning this one. Come on. So obviously I assume Lexi's come in the game, is she? Okay, nearly a 5-second call. Jesus. You don't need to go quick. You don't need to go quick, Kelsey. It's a layup. Let's go, Kelsey. Come on. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit, Kelsey. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is a big one here. This is a big one. Come on. 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 Big stop needed. Why is Kelsey still in the game? Why is Raven not in? Why do they, like, you sub Kelsey Mitchell out of this game. You put KK in, anyone in, literally. Do not let them post up Kelsey Mitchell. They're going to run whoever Kelsey Mitchell is guarding is getting put in a pick and roll. They are running to whoever on Kelsey Mitchell. That is their tactic. They are running to whoever on Kelsey Mitchell. That is what they're doing. They're going whoever on Kelsey Mitchell. They're going to get Kelsey involved in a pick and roll. Why is Kelsey in the game instead of Ty Harris even? Or Raven, either of them. Offensive foul! Sophie drew the foul. Let's go. Oh my God. They're out of timeouts. Yeah, that's obviously a foul. No, it's not. Sophie took a dive. Sophie took a dive. Sophie took a dive. And Sophie's going to the line here. They have no timeouts, so 4 seconds is a lot of time. 4 seconds is a lot of time for them to get down. Good shot, Sophie. Okay, knock this one down here. Should be game. They don't even have a reset. Don't full court press. Do not foul. Do not foul. That's a big win. That's a big win. That is a big win. The underlying stats say the Fever should have won comfortably. But that's simultaneously some of the worst basketball I've ever seen the Fever play and some of the best basketball I've ever seen the Fever play. Up 10, up 12 early, then down 10, and they immediately went on a 13-0 run. Then they went down 10 again, and they came back. But all we have to say is a lead of 10 points, it faded away, but who needs the wanna? 'Cause we've got Kelsey. We beat you at home, we beat you away, and stop crying, Alyssa. Go fuck yourselves, Phoenix Mercury. That's 2-1. That's 2. That's 2-1. The Indiana Fever here. Like, look at this game. Like, they're up huge. They're up huge. And then suddenly it's like, oh shit. They go up. And then suddenly they go up 4. Like, they're down 10. They're down by 10, 59-49. Then they go on a 13-0 run. And then they go up 69-65. They go up 4. And then they go down 10. They're down 10 with 5 minutes to go. And they hit back-to-back threes. And then down the stretch, Ty Harris. Fucking hell, Ty Harris. Give credit where credit's due. Ty Harris coming in with 15. She came up clutch. She came up clutch. KK with one of the blocks of the season. One of the best blocks I've seen in a WNBA game. And KK didn't play in the first half. Like, the refs tried to fuck the Fever here. They really did. And look, this is one of those times where you're like, okay, is you just like Ty Harris? They're 4 for 4 when Ty Harris has started. Like, they're 4 for 4 when Ty Harris has started. Like, this is the Ty Harris game. I hate saying it, but like, this is the Ty Harris game. Again, they nearly did lose to a complete and utter garbage Phoenix Mercury team. But like, it basically cements them in the playoffs. because Toronto aren't going to be in that playoff hunt. It's going to be the Phoenix Mercury coming in if they're not going to make the playoffs. It's as good as cemented them in the playoffs, and Kelsey Mitchell just put up another 30 bomb. Aaliyah Boston did her thing, playing 37 minutes. And yeah, Kelsey again putting up another 30 bomb here in an offense that isn't the most pretty thing in the world. They had 4 shot clock violations. They went nearly 10. They went 7 minutes without scoring at one stage. But like, whatever the fuck they're doing seems to be working. Mo Billings, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Sophie had a better game today than she had been playing. I didn't realize she played 28 minutes. Raven played 22 minutes. Same amount of minutes as Ty Harris. Raven was not as good as Ty today. Raven looked all over the place. Like, Raven really did look all over the place, I have to say. KK, 14 second half minutes was huge. MHA, played 6 minutes. Jesus. And they just said, nah, you're done for the day. And of course, Dantas doesn't play when Caitlin Clark isn't playing. Of course, Demiris Dantas only plays when Caitlin Clark plays. But yeah, look, this was a game where, again, the Fever played some brilliant basketball. They played some of the worst basketball I've ever seen this team play. And they just stayed up and got clutch. Like, they stayed clutch. Whether it be a KK block, whether it be Ty Harris scoring, whether it be Sophie hitting the free throws, whether it be Kelsey, who had missed 4 straight shots in the clutch, hitting one of her toughest layups, whether it's Aaliyah shooting the fadeaway, hitting the fadeaway. Like, they were clutch. They were extremely, extremely clutch. So, I got to be honest, like, the Fever pulled it out. They pulled it out. Like, I wish I could go here and say, okay, yeah, this Indiana Fever team's terrible and, oh, they're not going anywhere without Caitlin Clark. I think they're a 6 seed. Like, I thought this game was done. I thought late on this game, oh, it's over, the Fever are going to lose. Suddenly they're, instead of being 12-10, they're 13-9, which puts them tied with the with the Liberty and the Dream. So they're tied 5th. They're tied 5th, and if they not just fucked that game yesterday, they'd be tied with the Dallas Wings in 4th. So you're looking at it, and that's a big win. That's a really, really big win in Phoenix. In Phoenix is one of the main parts of this. This was an away game, and like, this is what you want. You want to see if you are like a Fever fan, this team can still pull off wins. This is the first comeback win the Fever have had. A proper comeback win since what, the playoffs last year? Since game 3? And game 3 wasn't even a real comeback win. A late game comeback win since game 3 of the Atlanta Dream series. Like, that was genuinely a really big game. And look, I mean it. The Mercury are not an easy out, especially if you look at the way the Mercury played here, especially if Copper and Alyssa Thomas are going to combine for 40. If a Yai is going to give you 10 the first half, Cole McKay is going to give you 14, and Marta Suarez is going to chip in with 10 points. They can be tough to beat. They can be really, really tough to beat. And the Indiana Fever did it on the second day of a back-to-back when it was, it looked like this was the game they were going to lose. They were down 10 points twice. They were down 10 points, brought it back, went on a 13-0 run, and then got a 4-point lead with like a minute to go in the third quarter, and then somehow we're down 10 points again and came back. Like, they had a very, very, very good, like, they have a very good record or a very good like way of ending games. And like, to be honest, Sophie Cunningham hitting free throws, everything about this team, you're like, okay, shit. This team, it's this weird thing that this team looks like a resilient unit that'll run through a wall for each other. And then when Caitlin Clark steps onto this team, they just don't. They just don't. And like it says as much about them. It says I'm not talking like that isn't a knock on Caitlin. It's a knock on them for only playing with heart if one player specifically is there. For deciding not to play with heart all the time and to have like questionable effort and like, but this game right here for me was like, this is a massive one. This was a massive win. This was really a massive win. But like, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, but like, this team, like this team functions better. And I need to be very careful how I say something, because the Indiana Fever are better without Caitlin Clark as a statement is factually incorrect. It is factually incorrect. But there's something about this team when Caitlin's not there that I'm like, versus when Caitlin's there, that is different. It's a different team. They fight harder. They play harder. And Caitlin only played 15 minutes last night. I agree. It's nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. If Caitlin Clark's sitting on the bench and Caitlin Clark's there, it is literally when Caitlin is not there. It's like they have it in their head that we need to show we can win without her. And they play with more effort. They play with, I'm not even going to say they play with more structure. They play harder. They fight more. Like, if they're down 10 points with Caitlin, it's like, oh, fuck it. We just lost this game. And they fought back twice. Kelsey Mitchell with 8 assists. Like, 8 assists, 0 turnovers, 3 steals, 29 points. Like, that's crazy numbers. That is crazy numbers. And their offense is absolutely... Everyone talks about how their offense is more ball movement. No, their offense, I shit you not, is if you have the ball and you're not wide open to shoot, your job is to pass the ball to Aaliyah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell and then let them do it. Ideally, you pass the ball to Kelsey. There's more ball movement because it's just, you move the ball constantly until Kelsey's open and Kelsey does what she does. But like, or Aaliyah does what she does. But man, Ty Harris is, as far as, I hate saying this, as far as impacting, if you swap out Caitlin Clark and Ty Harris, his team doesn't get worse. And again, because they're all on this, it's like they're not on the same page when Caitlin Clark's on the floor. They are on the same page. And it's not a conspiracy thing. It is the fact that it feels like the team has bought into a style of play that doesn't suit Caitlin Clark. It feels like Ty Harris going on a late game tear by herself. She had 7 points at the end of the game in a row by herself. It feels like they've bought into that underdog mentality of like, if you guys have been watching, it's like this almost this underdog thing where it's like, okay, yeah, you know, they think we've only got Caitlin. They're counting us out. We're not gonna let them. And I'm like, it's one of those things now where I think that you can't have Caitlin Clark on your team and have this underdog, no one believes in us mentality, because as long as Caitlin Clark is on the floor, you have expectations of at least fighting for a championship because of how good Caitlin Clark is. But this team excels being the underdogs. They excel at being counted out. And it's never going to happen when Caitlin Clark's on your team. And that's the problem, is that there is a style of play that they played tonight that nearly got them to the finals last year. And there's a style of play, and you can't just sub Caitlin Clark into that. Like, you can't play like they did tonight with Caitlin Clark on your team. What would the ramifications to the Fever and WNBA be if Caitlin Clark's made a 12, 16-minute bench player? The ramifications for the Indiana Fever would be pretty much that they have an asset that you could... Is that at the end of the season, because Caitlin's due an epic extension, you would have to salary dump Caitlin. Like, the ramifications for you benching Caitlin means you would have to salary dump Caitlin. And they can't win a chip without Caitlin. I agree. I also don't think they can win a chip with Caitlin right now. I don't think they can... I don't think they can win a chip with Caitlin. And this was like borderline miracle comeback today. It really was. And I'm going to be honest, like, this was an incredible performance from Ty Harris. Absolutely an incredible performance from Ty Harris. And, like, it's hard to justify. It's hard to justify benching Ty Harris on Sunday. It just is. Like, Caitlin's the best player on this team. But, like, if this was anyone else, we would say it. It is hard to justify benching Ty Harris. They're undefeated with Ty Harris in the starting lineup. And I get it. They've only played the Fire, the Sparks. Well, they played the Aces without Aja. And the Mercury. I get it. No. Caitlin is not a liability. Caitlin just doesn't play the system. Caitlin doesn't play the system. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I hate saying it. Like, they look like a better unit when Caitlin's not there. And that's okay. Because it's mutual. In this scenario, like, again, I don't know Caitlin Clark the person. I don't know if she wants to stay her career playing for the Indiana Fever. I'm only talking from watching basketball and from a basketball perspective. From a basketball perspective, it would be incredibly mutually beneficial to trade Caitlin Clark. And that's not we're not going into sabotage, we're not doing this. Stephanie White clearly has a vision for a team. And to say Stephanie White's this terrible coach, like, it's clearly working. Like, her vision clearly is working. And that's not saying that Caitlin Clark, her vision can't work, because we've seen this team go out and look like the most dangerous team in the WNBA in 2024 with playing Caitlin Clark style. It can work. Like, you can absolutely be equally as good, if not better, playing in Caitlin Clark. But let's be completely honest. Like, the team seems to play better. This roster, this roster suits Stephanie White style better than it suits Caitlin Clark style. It just does. This current roster suits the way Stephanie White wants the team to play more than it suits the way Caitlin Clark wants to play. It just does. This is the wrong roster. You can't say they got swept playing Caitlin ball, because they didn't play Caitlin ball in the playoffs. They didn't. Christy Sides got spooked and said, this won't work in the playoffs, and played and went back to what had them a bad start. Like, they did not attempt to play They did not attempt to play Caitlin Ball in the playoffs 2024. We don't know. We don't know what a team built around Caitlin Clark can do. And I personally think if you put the right pieces around Caitlin Clark and you play to her style, you can win a title. I don't think Stephanie White can win a title the way she's playing. I don't. But I think Stephanie White can make you perpetually competitive. I think the way Stephanie White's system is, with the way her style of play is, that you can be perpetually competitive. Like, you're going to be, if she stays 10 years, you make the playoffs 10 years in a row. And you might fluke a finals run. You might fluke a couple of playoff series wins. And like, that is, I don't think you have really titles aspirations with Stephanie White. But when you're the Indiana Fever and you didn't make a playoffs for nearly a decade, cementing yourself as a solid playoff team is important. The problem is that you can't just put Caitlin Clark into this system. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like if the 04 Pistons, let's just say hypothetically, Allen Iverson was on the 03 Pistons. And then it's not Allen Iverson, Steve Nash. He was All-NBA. He was an All-NBA first-team player. And then Steve Nash missed a season injured. Suddenly they formed the 04 Pistons. And then you bring Steve Nash in. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, it's not going to work out. We have a new identity. And that's the problem with the Fever. The only time they have an identity is when Caitlin Clark's not there. And their identity does not work when Caitlin Clark's back. The identity that the Indiana Fever have, the only time they feel like they have any identity is when Caitlin's not there. And you can't, with the way they're playing when Caitlin's not there, you can't just sub Caitlin Clark in. Caitlin's not plug and play. And look, it is a shit one. It is genuinely a shit one. Do I wish that it's all worked out? Yeah. Of course I do. Of course I do. Like, I'm not out here calling conspiracy. There are times in basketball where it just doesn't work out. And that is fine. That is absolutely fine. But yeah, look. It is what it is. Good win for Indiana. A really good win for Indiana, and unbelievable performance from Taurasi. And that's the main thing where I'm like, I don't think they're enough better with Caitlin Clark to justify wasting her rookie contract and fucking up their future as well. But yeah, it's like are you going to bring Caitlin off the bench? And the question is, like, I think it's hard to justify benching Ty Harris for Sunday. It is. It just is. Like, it is really hard to justify benching Ty Harris. But anyway, yeah. That is pretty much it, lads. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I will see you guys. Appreciate you guys for being in the stream. I'll see